Well, financial analysts are starting to react to the Greek referendum results. And joining us now live from Athens is Pavlos Eleftheriadis, an associate professor of law at Oxford University. Thank you very much for being with us. Now, initial results are showing a strong lead for the no vote, and I know you're hoping for a yes vote. The Greek finance minister Varoufakis has said that if the no vote wins, there are no legal grounds to throw Greece out of the euro. What can you tell us about that, first of all?
Well, that's strictly speaking true, but the mechanism of Grexit will work the other way around, in my opinion, and I speak now both as a lawyer and as a Greek citizen. My view is that it would be Varoufakis who would be begging to leave the Eurozone in 3 weeks' time if Greece misses the ECB payment on the 20th of July. The collapse of the banking system, in this hypothetical scenario, perhaps not so hypothetical after the events of last week, but if we don't make that payment, Greece will default, the banking system will collapse, and Greece will find itself unable to issue a new currency because it is bound by Article 3 of the treaties to keep the euro, as its own, the only currency. So it'll be impossible. I can see no legal way for Greece to print its own currency or in any other way of recapitalizing its banks without a deal. So if there's no deal, then Greece's back is against the wall, and they have to do something desperate to get the banking system going. Remember, it's not just one or two banks; it's the whole payment system that may collapse, or even before the 20th of July if there's no deal. So Varoufakis desperately needs a deal to get the economy going. We are staring into the abyss. If the other side says no, and we can't give you the deal you want, and the deal that apparently 60% of the Greek people want, a better deal than the one, because that was the question. It wasn't euro or drachma, it was, do you like the deal that was on the table last week? And of course, it's not on the table any longer. So the situation for me is very grim indeed.
And you're still hoping for a yes vote?
No, I think we've conceded that there will be a no vote. The distance is just so big. It will be a no vote.
Now today, okay. Now today the focus is on Greece, but what does the crisis say about the Euro bloc and how it operates?
Well, the result today.
Yes, the referendum result. And if the
you have to realize that the Greek people were presented with a very different picture to the picture that I see, abroad. The referendum question is, do you like the deal of the 25th of June? Very complicated deal. And most people don't like austerity, and they think, we wish something better, a smoother transition to adjustment so that we can stay in the Eurozone. The government last week said, don't worry about the banks, they will reopen on Tuesday. That's what the Prime Minister said. He said, the deposits are safe, nothing will happen to your deposits, you're all right. And we're staying in the Eurozone, and I can guarantee you a deal within 48 hours. So this was what I take it to be the misleading message from the Greek government. So people hope and expect and demand that this government will come up with a better deal within 48 hours. If that doesn't happen, I think those who voted no will be very upset and presumably very angry because they'll feel cheated. And I mean, I voted yes. And I think these promises were wild, irresponsible promises that are gambling with the future of this country.
Okay,
Remember, if there's no deal, the banking system collapses.
We'll have to leave it there, but thank you very much for your time this evening.